Hi there. This is the Applause mandolin that's made by Ovation in their Korean factory that I'm selling on eBay today. There's already a couple of bids on it, and it looks like it may go. So this is your last chance to hear what this sounds like and what it can do. To put it simply, it looks a lot like the higher end Ovations. It's an Applause. It says Applause on here. In the label, it'll tell you a little bit about the serial number and stuff. I've had a couple $100 work on it done after I bought it because it took a while for me to get the frets nice and level and to put lighter strings on it, to have the neck adjusted, to do some work on the bridge because it come off. There's still the center dot popped off and had it glued on really quite sloppily, so it really needs to be redone. But other than that, it's very playable. The problem with the upper frets has been fixed. But that's not the best thing about this mandolin. The best thing about this mandolin is that you can plug it in just like any other Ovation guitar. And there's a little preamp in here, the OP14, that lets you adjust the volume, do things like play around with your tone because it's got a 3-way bass, mid, and treble thing. It's got a notch filter in case you want to change the. It's like a mid-range notch filter. I'm really not quite up on exactly how this works, but it's just like having an electric Ovation guitar, except it's a mandolin. And were it not for the fact that it's a little tight on my fingers, I'm a big guy, I would have kept it, but I really can't. I found some other mandolins out there that are a bit more expensive, but they are basically, I could have a custom mandolin with a slightly wider nut for myself. But this is really ideal for anybody who's kind of comfortable with the majority of mandolins out there. And despite the fact that it's not an Ovation, it's not the top of the line, that it's had work done, that it's a little bit sloppy over here, guess what? It's very playable. Oh yes, I almost forgot. You could take, since this takes ball ends, just like a regular acoustic guitar, you could actually use acoustic guitar strings and trim them to fit. You could also buy the, I think Ernie Ball or a couple of people make sets for them. I kind of preferred using a nice lighter gauge than normal because there are a lot of people who use 10s or 11s, but I used 9s because I wanted it to be a little bit easier on my hands. And 9s are they're just very comfortable, and you can find them online if you try. But basically, you could make up a set, using bulk acoustic guitar strings, and it'll sound just as good. But then again, isn't that amazing? And what I'm playing out of here is, thank you, clock. I'm using a little Roland microcube amplifier. It's actually the bass amplifier, little guy that you could easily stick in your luggage and take on a trip or take to an open mic night. I've played this through other amplifiers, through PA systems. I got to try this out in the music store with one of those Fishmans, and believe me, it's just amazing to have a mandolin that you can plug in into a sound system, and we've even mic'd it, and it doesn't, like I said, it's not an F style mandolin. It's not one of those ones that go for thousands more, but you know what, it's pretty handy. It really is a very versatile instrument, and it looks like it's going to sell on eBay quite soon. So if you have to think about it, think very fast, because it's going to go. So I'm going to go ahead and post this on eBay, and thanks for your suggestions and comments. Bye for now.